Hello everybody, welcome back to another brand new video on the channel. I hope you're all doing well and you're taking care of yourself. So here I'm just selecting a few um, upgrades for the car before the Bahrain GP at the Sakir circuit. I have around, I think, 2000 something points I had, resource points I had before by the end of
Okay, I've
the
got something for you. The
Chinese
new
Grand
parts have
Prix,
been fitted to the car.
and
The
so kind of
simulation
used
numbers
up
are
as
good,
much as
so
possible.
I look
But
forward
I
to your
don't
feedback.
think I'll be able to
Check out the details.
get all the upgrades I wanted by the Bahrain race, and I think a few of them might be delayed till the next Grand Prix. So hoping that I can get as much as possible and uh, okay, so they just given us,
Welcome
I
to the
think,
deserts
the
of Bahrain,
reliability
where the Formula One
for
circus has
chassis
rolled
and
into town.
powertrain
We're
upgrades
expecting the cars
will
to appear out
be
on track
available
shortly
only
to
at the
start
Russian
today's
Grand Prix.
practice
So I
session.
hope we can still perform well. But let's go ahead on to the
Anthony
beautiful
Davidson is here as
deserts
usual to help
at
take us through the
Bahrain
action.
on the
And
beautiful
I've seen some
Sakir
questions
circuit.
on social media and
It's a
other
really
places about this
good one,
current crop of
but also
F1 cars
tricky in
and why they're
many
so much
places.
faster now, despite
I
being
really
significantly
find it
heavier
found it
than the
difficult
previous
in the
generations of
past
machines.
to
Take us through that one.
get
I'd be
past
happy to, Crofty. And simply put, it's a
drivers and
matter of
also
grip.
work
Now,
my way
that
through
comes from
the
two
circuit.
sources.
So
You have what we
I'm just
call
hoping
mechanical
that
grip,
I
which
can
comes
do
from the
well
surface of the tyre
and
sticking to the road.
probably get a
These
few
tyres are
points on the
significantly
championship
wider
as we
now
are
when
already
compared to previous
um,
years, so they have the
doing
potential
well
for
in
more
the
mechanical grip.
individual
Then you
championship
have
as
the
well as the
downforce,
team
of course,
championship. So
which
I
pushes the
think it'll
car
be
into the
important
road
for
as the
us
air moves
to
over it, thus
keep
generating
our
grip.
heads low but
And these
work
cars have
well
about
and
20%.
get the points required for the championship. So a small, probably I would say I was doing very adventurous for this Grand Prix. Um, I went ahead and removed the assists of the dynamic racing line, so you'll see me driving without any of the racing line assists. So that was actually quite difficult to um, take care of the car, especially because I didn't know when to brake, and I generally am not that used to reading the braking zone, the distance boards, the 150, 100 meter, and 50-meter boards. So kind of got confused at places and probably overshot. But it was really nice lap that we put in here for the track acclimatization program, and this is the part of the track that I always you know um, I always make mistakes and go right into the wall. That's happened many a times, and I was really lucky that it has actually not happened all this lap. So really grateful for that part that I could manage that. But overall, it was a really good lap here. Really hoping for a good performance over the weekend and trying to make the most out of it. But here we get on to qualifying lap. Just had one. Uh, I just showed you guys one lap in the from the practice session, and now we jump right into the one shot qualifying. Really making up a lot of time in towards the end of that first sector, and by the second sector, I think we can take a good lead over the other cars. Also, the AI level has been increased to 70. That's another addition I forgot to mention. So that has happened as well. These AI cars are really overpowered and they hardly make mistakes. But here we go towards the end of the qualifying lap, and that's pole position. Uh, at the Bahrain Grand Prix. I really
So
hope, but
qualifying is
over the
limited
race
to
we can
one
keep
set. An exciting race tomorrow.
the race lead and not mess it up like in China. But Lewis Hamilton and Kimi Raikkonen are the join us in the top three at the in qualifying. But really hoping to do well for the race, especially that the start from that long
There's some
front
discipline
straight will be really really difficult to manage. And I just hope that, like in China, we just don't bottle it absolutely horrendously, and kind of just I don't think I would mind maybe one or two players is lost from the start, and I think I can make back the positions. But I think uh, if I lose more than that, it'll become difficult, because the other cars are good as well. On these fronts, on these long straights here, you can see. So it becomes really difficult to pass through. And there are a few the second sector mainly is quite difficult for me
And a
to
little bit of luck
uh,
too, Archie.
you know
This is one of those circuits where the
manage
car
and
always seems to come out just at the right time.
work
And
around.
this the
So
two together
I
make
think
something
that is
rather
one
hard to
place I
manage.
have to be
It's harder
careful
straight,
all
lots of
through
fuel,
the race,
the main
to
overtaking
not mess up.
opportunities are down into turn
um,
one, where it's really
so
starting to bring
just
on the
hoping
road.
that get a really good start. And oh, another update when
Well,
by
then, after an
start
exciting qualifying
is
session yesterday, let's
I'll
take a
have
look at how the
manual
cars
starts
line
from now
up.
onwards. It
It's
won't be
Force
assisted.
in pole position, and
As you
Lewis
can see, the
Hamilton
starting
leads
grid
the
is
front row.
myself
Looking
and
down the
Hamilton
rest of the grid,
on
we have
in the
Raikkonen,
in the
Vettel,
front row.
Valtteri Bottas,
Raikkonen and Vettel,
Ricciardo, Sainz,
Bottas,
Ocon,
Ricardo, Sainz,
Perez,
Hulkenberg,
Van
Alonso,
Alsterdam,
Sergio Perez, my
Kvyat,
teammate,
Grosjean,
Daniel
Stoffel
Kvyat,
Vandoorne, Albon,
Grosjean, Van Dorn,
Magnussen,
Julian
Stroll,
Farmer,
Max
Kevin
Verstappen,
Magnussen, Lance
and
Stroll, Max
Aston Martin,
Verstappen,
Eric
Pascal
Ericsson,
Wehrlein,
Felipe
Marcus
Massa,
Ericsson,
Alex
and
Albon.
Felipe Massa, who
And
gets a
now it's
penalty,
time to
will
head
be
down
dropped
to the
down to
track.
P20. So just hoping that I don't, meet up with any of those. Maybe by lapping them, I would be, but probably not after the start or spinning out at some point. That will be really, really harsh, and like that'll be sad as such. So just hoping that we don't make any mistakes. And here we are at the start, five red lights, and away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix. We get a really, really good start. Uh, Raikkonen also gets a really good start. Vettel gets a really good start ahead of the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. I think we kind of touched our side pod kind of touched one of the Ferraris, I think, but we still managed to brush past all these people and make it stick into the first corner. And that um, hairpin is actually really, really, really difficult, especially because I went wide on that hairpin. And many times, if you go wide into that, it really costs us a lot if we don't be careful. And there we go. Just when I said I need to be careful, that's happened. I've gone off and slowed me down by a huge margin. I think Raikkonen will have an advantage now. And again, another mistake. So I think this is not a great start into the second lap, and we're already making mistakes. And this could really, really cost our position in the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. And if I want to, make things count in the championship, then I think I should stop making mistakes such as these, and probably keep my head down and calm down first of all. Uh, but as we can see, Raikkonen still is a few far behind. Uh, so he's been trying hard, and this sector 2 is, to be honest, really difficult for me. I've found it really, really difficult to keep the car steady and smooth flowing, and not, lock up the tires. Uh, so I think that is something I really, really have to work on. But overall, it's been really quite race till now. We have kept the lead, and as you can see, at the end of the sixth lap, I will be coming into the pits and changing on to medium tires, I guess. Again, another mistake. Really, really slow towards the beginning of that pit straight. But oh my God, I've just made another mistake. The release in the pit wall was. really bad for me. I didn't hold the clutch properly, and that's messed up. So I'm already down to P5, and probably will lose another place or two. Uh, but I think I should be careful here and just keep it in the on the inside. And yes, we have squeezed past the Haas, I believe, of Kevin Magnussen. But the drivers who are in front of us are all who are still on their first stint, the guys who have not yet made their pit stops. So I hope they make their pit stop and they'll still keep us in the net lead for the race. But as you can see, we're kind of closing down on our teammate Sergio Perez, who is, I think, trying to fight with one of the uh, Renaults, I think. I don't remember. Oh, he was fighting with Bottas and Sainz. Uh, so yeah, so that is how the race is going. I've got the net lead now back. All of them have made their mandatory pit stops. I have gone for the one stop. Most of the front runners in the top 10 have gone, I think, for the one stop. So just hoping that I don't make a mistake now. These medium tires should take me till the end of the race, but may I just trying. I'll just have to try and make sure that I have not messed up. And actually speaking, I hadn't messed up the whole you know whole race, but because of I because I kind of went into the pits a bit ahead of people like Bottas and my teammate. It I had little bit more of tire wear by and which I could really feel by the end of the 13th lap. I was finding it really difficult to not lock up the tires and mess up any part of the lap. But as we get on to the final lap, not much has happened. Raikkonen has kept his P2. Bottas has his P3. I think Vettel and Hamilton kind of messed up somewhere, and they went towards the back. Um, but overall, it's been a really, really good race for me. Also, as you can see in that behind us right now, there's a lot of black clouds looming over the circuit, so may rain a few minutes time, but that's not going to stop us from celebrating that beautiful, you know, win at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Um, so that'll also put us into the championship lead by, I think, a considerable amount of points. Raikkonen as well is, I think, P2. That'll bring him up in the championship lead, but none of those make any difference right now because we have just won our second race in a row in our rookie season in F1. Um, it was really, really good race. I kind of messed up in a few places, especially that second sector, that tight hairpin, and also the pit stop release was a bit slow and late by me. But all in all, towards the end, it has helped up and everything's gone well. So the sure team will be surely happy. My teammate Sergio Perez has come seventh. Kind of a slow race for him. Could not make many moves or any of those, but um, a point is a point still, and it'll help us in the championship fight against all these big players like Mercedes, Red Bull, and of course the Ferrari. The Ferrari have had um, at least one driver on the podium on the first three races. So let's see how they manage to continue. But that is all for the race today. Raikkonen comes second, Valtteri third, Vettel comes fourth, Hamilton fifth, Ricciardo in sixth,
Uh, my teammate in seventh, Verstappen eighth, Carlos Sainz is ninth, and I think another driver I forgot was in P10, and that will round up the points table. And so in the championship, it's me who is leading the constructors standings, though we are down by 8 points. But let's hope that we can get those 8 points and do well. So thanks for watching and see you later. Bye.